Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, X Stitch and Chill. Today is Wednesday, February 26th, and I feel like it's been a little while, so I try to do one every 2 weeks, but I feel like I went down some rabbit holes recently, so I have been stitching, I just haven't really been filming, and I've been working and doing other things, so I'm glad to be back to share some progress with you. If you're new here, my name's Kelsey, and this channel is all about cross stitching. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for spending some stitchy time with me. Excited to show you some progress on a few projects. I worked a lot on a few projects and not so much like a little on a lot of projects. So yeah, it's been a while since I've done like an introduction too. So I wanted to just really quick give you one of those. Again, my name's Kelsey and I live in Colorado with my husband and our tween daughter. And we also have 2 cats and a whiny dog down here. All the animals act like they never get attention or anything, but they do. Yeah, they do. Let's see, when I'm not cross stitching, I like listening to audiobooks and watching TVs, movies. I'm mostly cross stitching. I also work as a freelance videographer and editor and photographer. So I used to do a lot of weddings, and now I kind of pulled back from that, but I still do video and photos for like small businesses, families, pretty much anything. So yeah, I've been doing that for the last, I don't know, 10, 12 years or something like that. So yeah, it's been a really fun little journey. And yeah, that's me in a nutshell. So let's get into some stitching. I have a couple things that I want to do before we get into stitching progress. Here's one cat. This is T-Bear. The other one's name is Cat. And he sometimes comes around. But anyway, so I want to do a couple things before we get started with the progress, and the first one is showing off my dyed fabric. If you didn't watch my FlossTube extra with the fabric that I dyed, you'll get to see it now. I think I posted it on Instagram too. So yeah, here is the fabric I dyed myself. It was just a regular Zweigart red or white pre-gridded fabric, but now it's this awesome red. And I will be stitching my xenomorph on it for my husband. So I wanted it to look like sci-fi, like shit has hit the fan red. That's if I was gonna like make and sell this, that's what it would be called. Shit has hit the fan red. Sci-fi red. All right, so next thing I want to do is show you some stitching that my mom made a really long time ago. It's over there, so I got to go grab it. Okay, so I wanted to show you some cross stitching that my mom has done. So my aunt was like, "Oh, I have these. Do you want them?" And my mom was like, "Yeah, send them." And they were not framed in like behind glass, so they were filthy. My mom soaked them like a couple times. She's like, the water is still dirty. But these were hanging in my grandmother's kitchen for the longest time, as you'll see. I don't know what the original color of the fabric was, but it's kind of yellowy now, I think, from dust and dirt and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'll show you them one at a time. And these are like peak 90s. So there's this little pumpkin soup. I don't know what we're making here, but this one's like fall Very, very cute. You can see like where the frame was. It's more yellow back here. So yeah, these probably predate me. Maybe. They might predate me. I'm not sure. And this one's like a summery apples and rhubarb and berries. One. Very cute. And this is the last one, which is like bread. But yeah, and look at these backs. Like the back is so neat. Very well done. Good job, Mom. So yeah, these are ones my mom did a really long time ago, and they have been in my grandmother's kitchen for years and years and years and years. So yeah, that was kind of fun for us. Okay, the next little like housekeeping thing I want to do is I have some printed patterns, like these little books that I got from Recreative, which is a creative reuse like thrift shop basically that we have here in Denver. And I've had them for a while, and I've been meaning to give them away for a while, and I just haven't done it. So today's the day. I was like, oh, maybe I should save it for like my 50th video because this is the 48th. And I was like, no, I'll forget, and then it won't happen. They're out, they're ready, we're gonna do this. So I'm not gonna really call this a giveaway. I'm just gonna call it free patterns. So if you're interested in any of them, just maybe in the comments put the name of the pattern that you like. If you like several of them, let me know, because if nobody else wants to claim those, you can have more than one. So yeah, if you're interested in any of them, just put the name of it in a comment. You can just be like, hey, Kelsey, I like this one. And I will send it to you. If more than one person wants one, then we'll just do like a raffle style thing. Anyway, the first one is Mediterranean Village. And it has some cute little villages on it. I think this has 2 patterns in it. Let's see, one. Yep. So this one has 2 patterns. I will say that these have DMC colors and anchor colors. There's also backstitching, French knots, and technically there's a ribbon, Lazy Daisy ribbons. So just so you know, there's some specialty things going on in here. So that is Mediterranean Village. And then we have Welcome Back, which is a bunch of doors. I love doors. I know it seems silly, but I do like doors. So this one is Welcome Back, and there's 4 patterns in this one. This one this is a black and white pattern. The other one was color, but this one does have DMC in it, and not as many specialty stitches. So you got that going for you. They're really cool. Is this missing pages? No, it's not missing pages. It's cool. It's all good. Yeah. I don't know when these were published, but anyway, this is Welcome Back. All right, the next one is Flower Market. And yeah, these are easy reading. So if you have a hard time reading them, then these are for you. So this one's Flower Market, and it has 3 designs in it. And this one's very cute. See, like, even the print on the back is really big. I'm trying to look for like a date when these were published, but I don't see one. Just who designed it. There's no like copyright or anything on here. So that's interesting. That's fun. Oh, this one has 1992 on it. So this is a copyright 1992. 90s vintage patterns is today's theme. Then the next one is Garden Blooms, which I think is 2 patterns of some flowers. They did these ones on black, but you know, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, this one's 1992 also. So that is Garden Blooms. And then we have, this is the theme, Garden Vistas here. So we've got, come on friend, there we go. We got some little houses in the garden looking super cute. I guess it's not a house, it's a gazebo, if you will. Yeah, these ones are cute because they're like a square, but like the stuff comes out of it. Yeah, so this is Garden Vistas. And then the last one, which I think is a pretty cool one. I almost kept this one, but I was like, I'm never gonna do it. So this one is Cityscapes by Moonlight. So if you're not a fan of stitching on black, I would not choose this, or like a dark fabric, because I think they need dark fabric to look cool. So yeah, and to stitch less. Yeah, so this one has the 2, no, is this just one? No, it has 2 patterns. It's got a vertical and a horizontal. So Cityscapes. And yeah, those are all of them. So if you're interested in any of them, just put the name of the one down below. If more than one person wants one, then I will draw a name. If you're the only person who wants it, then it's yours. So yeah, they've just been sitting on my desk forever. And I think I got them with the intent to give them away. So yeah. Okay, I have one more thing before we go into actual progress. I don't normally like do this much fun stuff at the beginning, but it's been a while. So I just wanted to shout out a new FlossTuber, and that is KZ the Stitcher. She is also KZ the Stitcher on Instagram, and she just did her first FlossTube, and it was really great. She's working on some princess patterns where it's like a princess silhouette with stuff inside that are really cool. So if you are looking for something new, go check her out. And yeah. Into the progress. I do have a new start. I think I said I was going to start it in my last FlossTube, so we're going to talk about it. And that is Story of Tonight, which is by Taylor and Cromwell on Etsy, and it's a good one. They have lots of Broadway patterns if you are a Broadway fanatic. This one is for my daughter. She is obsessed with Hamilton. We go see Mean Girls on Friday, so maybe we'll get a little reprieve from Hamilton and we'll have Mean Girl obsession. So yeah, that's where we're going with that. But I am almost done with the cross stitching on the person. So this is John Lawrence, I think. Anyway, here is where he's at. So I've been working on this one a lot because I just want to get it finished. But yeah, these like really light stitches in here on this light fabric was torturous, but I made it through. I did it. I am stitching this on a 20, I think it's a 25 count. yeah, on a 25 count Lugana, and I am stitching it 1/1. So it'll be very tiny. So yeah, the cross stitching is getting close to being finished. I think I'm like 75% done or so. And then there's like the words above, there's big star, and then all the back stitching. So Lauren's is looking really great though. And yeah, so that one is for my daughter by request. She wanted me to do it. And she just like cleaned her room, and we were looking at like all the things that are in there and stuff. And she has like 4 cross stitches that I've made her. So this is number 5. All right, next one is everyone's favorite, Deathly Hollows. So this one is my focus piece for the year. I want to finish it soon. Yeah. It's got pieces hanging on it. I do want to finish this one really soon. I am working on the last 2 pages. There's less than 7,000 stitches left. Yeah. And like 5,000 of those are black. Yeah, I'm going to get it done. It's going to get done. But anyway, here's what it looked like last time you guys saw it. I'm not going to take it out of the hoop because I don't want to. And then this is what it looks like now. So we're getting there. I've been filling in the blues. So I've been color completing the blues on these 2 pages. So I'll get the color, I'll go look and see what has the most stitches left. And then I'll stitch all those blues, and then I move on to the next color. So I think I've color completed 3 colors so far. I don't know. I might have color completed some other colors in here somewhere, like some of these yellows and stuff up here, but I don't know. I'm just not keeping very good track. But yeah, it's looking good. So like all down here and around here is black. I need to fill in this brother with black, and then there's another brother that's black. So there's still quite a bit to do, but it's exciting to see less than 7,000 stitches on my markup. So that's exciting. Yeah, oh my gosh. When it's done, I'm gonna have a party. We're gonna parade it around. Okay, so that was Deathly Hollows. The next one is Freya of the Valkyries. I do this all the time. I feel like we've been talking about Deathly Hollows for so long that I forget to mention the things that I need to mention. So that one is charted by Thread Geeks, and it is art by DJ Vigo. It was retired, and then it came back, and now it's been retired again. And it's on 18 count, pre-gridded, Ada 2/1. Yeah, so I also have a spreadsheet linked in the comments, or not the comments, linked in the description, that has all of my projects, the progress on them, what I'm stitching them on, links to everything. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff and I don't say it, you can always find it there. Okay, so the next one is Freya of the Valkyries, which is also charted by Thread Geeks, and the art is by Chrisabug. She is one of my favorite artists, and she has a ton of patterns up on Thread Geeks, and it is really hard not to buy all of them because I'm never going to stitch all of them. Like, I should just go for the instant gratification and like join her Patreon and get prints and things, and then I'd have all of the art. But for some reason I have to do it the hard way. Anyway, so this is what she looked like last time you guys saw her, and the goal is to get 10,000 stitches on her this year, and yeah, 10,000 stitches. She's about 50,000 stitches, I think. So she's not really a focus piece, but I do want to get some progress on her. Is there anything else I need to say about her for now? I don't know, we'll see. But here's where she is now. So I'm still just kind of working in this area here. There's like not really anything to stitch right here, and then her arm kind of comes out. but I'm gonna wait until I kind of move the hoop for that. I'm just kind of focusing on this breastplate right here, and then like the rest is just proximity. If it's close to a color that's in here, I will stitch around, but yeah. She is looking excellent. I think somebody just finished this. I think it's the girl who charts Thread Geeks. I can't remember her name right now, but yeah. She's looking good. I love working on her. Her colors are the middle ones here. Lots of browns because she's wearing like bronze armor, and she's got greens from her like skirt and stuff, and her hair is red and beautiful. Yeah, I'm excited. I just like working on this one. I feel like I'm not really in a rush to finish it or anything. I enjoy it. It's a nice one to work on. I keep thinking I messed up because there's no grid on this one. I'm doing this on I think it's Fiber on a Whim pistachio. And it's just like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I need a grid. But for the most part, it hasn't been too bad. I don't think I've messed up. There's been a couple times where I think I've messed up, but I don't think I actually have messed up. So I'm trying to stay pretty like close and not like reach really far, so I don't make counting errors. So yeah, that's Freya. The next one that I have is my black work, the Steady Thread, who has a lot of great black work patterns. They do a stitch along every year, and it's free, which was a big selling point for me. So I just did this with stuff I had in my stash, and I could not tell you what the stuff is. Yeah, I forget what the name of the fabric is, but it's the same fabric that I used for my Tidings of Comfort and Joy by Modern Folk Embroidery. So anyway, so she releases one of these blackwork circles every year. Last week, or the last time I showed you, I think I was on 5, maybe 6. I don't remember. But now we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here is my progress on it. So I'll give you the whole picture here with all the scissors. So the yellow is DMC. The scissors were stitched in Mystic Quest, I think, which is by Live and Die LA. And yeah, there's my blackwork patterns. It's really fun. It's like a different little like change of pace, and I really enjoy it. So I'm doing the circles 1 over 1, or just with one strand back stitching. So yeah, it's enjoyable. Each pattern comes out every Friday, so I'm all caught up for when this Friday comes. It usually takes me like an hour or less to do one of these little circles, so it's a nice one to just like pull out and get done real fast and then be like, oh, I did it. If you miss a week, it's not hard to catch up. I think because I did these 2 at the same time, because I was 2 weeks behind. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. This one's really fun. If you haven't done a blackwork pattern, I would recommend it. It's a little bit different, and it kind of gives you some appreciation for backstitching, because it's making the backstitching like less functional and just more pretty. So yeah. All right, and the last update I have for you guys is Schitt's Creek, which is a pattern by Stitchy Time Designs I found on Etsy. And well, it's Schitt's Creek Landmarks is technically the name. This is my oldest whip, and I'd like to finish it this year as well, but I want to finish Deathly Hallows first. So after Deathly Hallows is over, or is finished, I'll probably get some more work in on this one. This is what it looked like last time you guys saw it. I'm not going to take it out of the Q-snap. Sorry. But here is where it is now. So I'm working kind of over here. So I think this building right here is done, except for the window, and there's some stuff in the bushes right here. Otherwise, it is finished. And then this is the Cafe Tropical, and yeah, it's a lot of like this beige color with this dark brown kind of weaved into it. So it's just like a lot of block stitching. It's very tedious. Yeah. I mean, I love it. I'm excited to finish it. I'm gonna hang it on the wall. But it's just a slog right now, because like even when I get down into like the Rosebud Motel down here, it's just all this beige color, you know, like it's fine though. I still like it. I still like working on it. I will say that I'm not sure if I have enough fabric at the bottom to write Schitt's Creek like it has charted, so it might just be Rosebud Motel at the bottom. Like I said, this is my first ever full coverage cross stitch that I've done, and this is my oldest whip, so yeah. It's special. So I'm sure you've probably heard that Joann's Fabrics is closing. At first they said they were going to close just 500 stores, and my local store was one of them. And I kind of went over there because I was like, oh, I wonder if there's any sales and things. And last time I went, which was last week, end of last week, here's the thing. The deals are not super great right now. And then now this week they've announced that they're closing all of the stores. Joann's was sold at auction, and they're not doing anything else. So they're just selling everything. So I would say things are going to start tumbling soon. But I really don't foresee them dropping stuff too much, because my Joann's has been really busy. Even on like a weekday, there's a lot of people in there getting fabric. Most of the fabrics are 20% off. Some of the last chance fabrics are 60% off, but it's like 60% off the original price, so it's okay. You know, most of the things that you want to go buy are 20% off. My daughter does want some fleece for like a wearable blanket, but the fleece is 30% off, but it's still more than I want to spend. It's still like $50 worth of fabric. You know, and I feel like going out of business, closing sales should be like, I should be getting things for very cheap. So if you're like, should I go to Joann's and buy stuff? Right now, unless it's something that you want and you're worried that they're going to sell out of it, probably not. But if, you know, you're searching for deals and you want to get stuff really, really cheap, I would wait. Most of the things that are like deeply discounted are like floral, decor, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't even know about like paint and art supplies, but I would say that's where they're at right now. I'm gonna go tomorrow with my mom. She's just got back in town. So we'll see. Maybe I'll update on my Instagram kind of what is happening there. But like needlepoint stuff was 25% off, I think. And I think that included DMC, because they just have like signs that are like up, but they're not taking any coupons. So yeah, I think they'll still take your gift cards, but they're not taking coupons or anything. So like the coupons in your app are useless at this point. So yeah, I did buy a couple things. Like pre-cut fabrics were 25% off. So I did get a couple of pre-cut fabrics, and then anchor floss was 47 cents per spool. And I mean, that's been going on from like way before this. They've been on clearance. So I wouldn't say that like that was because of the closing sale. It's already pretty cheap, and they've been on sale for a long time. So it's like there's not really a lot of choice. Like if you were looking for a specific color, they probably don't have it. So yeah. And the DMC was well stocked last time I was there and everything. So yeah, if your Joann's is closing, maybe wait a little, see if you can hold out a little longer. Unless you actually need something. If you're just going to shop deals, it's probably not the best right now. So this is what I ended up getting. I got a couple of these little fat quarters. I got these. Yeah. Oh, I don't know how to show you these. Apparently. We'll show you the back part so you can see the patterns more. Like this. All right, so I got these. This like red with like a flowery pattern on it. Just this plain like coral color. This green dots. It's kind of like a leafy pattern, and then just like this plain brown. I thought that they looked nice together, and maybe I will make something eventually. So I think I'm gonna make a fan. Yeah, so I bought these. I had a bunch of fabric like from the last chance bin like in my cart, and I just didn't want to wait for somebody to cut it. And like I said, it wasn't that great of a deal. I was still going to be spending like hundreds of dollars there, and I don't have that kind of money. So yeah. I also got this pre-cut fabric, which is something that I did have my eye on before they were closing. So this is an example of something like if you want it before it all gets sold, go get it. So it's just a little fabric. I think these are fat quarters too. I don't know. But anyway, it's just these little spring colors that I might make something out of. I don't know. I just thought they were pretty. I mean, if you make and sell like project bags, totally worth it. But if I'm just making stuff for myself, it's like, whatever. And then I got these little, I don't know what I'm doing with these either. I got these little charm packs. So they're like really little. And this is like all like florally flowers. I can't show it to you without opening it, but this one, it's called Bright Spring. So this one's like little spring flowers. I got a Christmas one. It's called Christmas. And then I got another like spring one. It's called Green Blue Novelty. So I don't know. They weren't very expensive. So I was like, sure, why not? At that point, I had spent like an hour and a half in Joann's because I was looking at all the fabric, and then I decided not to buy any of the fabric. And yeah, so I spent a lot of time there, and I didn't need to. I also got some anchor floss. So I basically just went to the display and like picked colors I thought were pretty. They all kind of go together. So if I wanted to do like a long dog or something, you know, I could use these, but like here is half of them. Yeah, I bought 8. So I do have a black anchor that I got from, I can't remember what her business name was. I got it at the retreat. I'll have to look it up and I'll put it on the screen. But I got those ones. And then I got these ones. Like, if you're going to go buy anchor floss, they don't have like black or white, you know, like they pretty much just have like random colors like this. So I know that Crafting Gaming Jamie, my favorite person, because I always mention her, she has a long dog sampler that she's doing in anchor floss that she converted. And you know, maybe if I do something like that, that's monochrome and I want to make it not monochrome, I'll probably just use those anchors. I literally just was like, this is a pretty color. This is a pretty color. I mean, they were 47 cents each. And I think these are 10. Yeah, these are 10 meters where DMC is 8. So get a little bit more. And yes, that's everything that I bought. So, you know, just I'll maybe keep you posted about Joann's. I kind of have been like, oh, I'll just go once a week and see how things deteriorate. So yeah, because there's not like stocking anything. Like there's aisles where like you can't even get down them because there's just boxes. So it's really sad. I mean, I think getting sustainable fabric is nice, but like I'm just learning how to sew and I don't want to buy anything like fancy or expensive when I'm probably going to mess it up anyway. So yeah, I'm a little sad that Joann's is going out of business. They also have a great price on DMC versus Michael's. I know I do have a Hobby Lobby nearby, but I try not to go there. So yeah, that's what's happening there. You know, it's nice to have accessible materials that aren't super fancy, that you feel like you can learn on and you can mess up on and everything. So yeah, a little sad, but I've seen a lot of YouTube videos of other people suggesting other things. Like I said, I do have a Hobby Lobby that has fabric, but I try not to go there as much. So yeah, I go there only when I have to. If that's the only place it is. I feel like I just want to tell you guys everything. Like I've pent up all this information in my brain and now I just want to talk to everybody about it. So I'm sorry if this is a really long video, but I also wanted to give you guys an update because I feel like I haven't done it ever in a while. I don't know. But I do have a English paper piecing project that I am working on. So I've just been making hexagons. So here's all the hexagons I have made. Let's see, cover my face so you can see them. So I've made 15 in each color of this. So I have all these, and then I have these green ones, which are almost done. And then I have this stack. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 15, 30, 55, no, 45. So yeah, I only have a couple more of the green ones, 3 more green ones, and then I just have 3 more colors left to do 15 hexagons of each one. So it's not much that I have left to do here. So just 3 different colors and then the 3 green ones that I haven't done yet. So I have done 15 hexagons in each of the colors. And then I have all the other stuff cut up. I'm just not going to put it on the paper template yet because I kind of want to lay it out and see how it's going to look at this point. So basically I'm going to be like doing half of it and I'm going to sew it all together so I can see what it looks like. And then I will make the other half of it because I mean, it's all well and fine. Like I love doing this, like while I'm just like, if I'm tired and I don't feel like cross stitching, but I do want to do something with my hands, perfect. This is perfect. So I also don't really have enough hexagon templates to do all of it at once. So yeah, I'm going to do half of it. So I'm almost there, and then I'll start figuring out what goes where, which it's going to be its own little nightmare. I don't really have a large space in which I can like put it out and leave it out. So it might just be random, you know, I might just be like, oh, well, I don't want this one too close to that one, but at least this one looks good there. So we'll see. But that's my English paper piecing situation, if you were interested in that. Future plans. I'm going to finish Story of Tonight, so hopefully next time I see you guys, it will be done. And then I want to start my xenomorph on my red fabric that I dyed. And then I want to move Nostalgia Tarot in the Q-snap. I put it too far over. So like the end of the frame is like in the middle of the Q-snap, and I need it to go over a little bit more so I have room for the card that I'm going to do. And I haven't been working on it because I just don't want to deal with it. It's so big and the fabric is so large, and yeah. So yeah, I need to move the Q-snap. I'm going to do it. If I put it on the list, it will get done, and then I can go back to working on it because I avoid it right now. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I didn't put it over far enough, or I put it over too far. So yeah, anyway, that is all the future plans. So, and that is all the stitching stuff. So if you've been here, thanks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the updates and all the haul and all the things happening. If you want one of those patterns, make sure you leave a comment with the name of the pattern you want. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. If you want to hear more about the chill things, we're going to talk about that. Things that I'm doing while I stitch. And yes, that is everything for the stitchy stuff. So let's get into the chill things. So I am doing a re-listen to, because I think I actually read the physical books the first time through, but I am listening to the Shatter Me series by Taher Mafi. She has another series that I really like, This Woven Kingdom. So we're getting a new Shatter Me book in April, and I am very excited. So excited for it. I love the series, so, and I remember loving it, and that's why I'm kind of doing like a reread, because I didn't really, yeah, I needed a refresher before this one comes out, because there's 6 books, and then there's also novellas in between, which I have not listened to or read. And then there's this new one coming out. So it's a large series, and I wanted to kind of refresh my brain. I did try, the second book is Unravel Me, and I did try to listen to it like earlier this, like end of last year, like September-ish, and I couldn't get over how whiny she was, and it was super annoying, and even the other characters kept pointing out that she's being a whiny little bitch. So I was like, okay, I can't do it. So I stopped. I can't listen to her whine. And then I was like, okay, I gotta get through these, because I really do want to listen to them before the next one comes out. So I put it on 1.5 speed, and I just charged through, and I'm really glad I did, because it reminded me of why I like the series so much. It's so good. So yeah, I am very excited to keep going. I do have the 3rd book on hold at the library, so I will be getting that one soon, but I have some other things that I want to do. But yeah, making it through kind of like just reminded me of why I actually like the series and why I'm doing this reread. And yeah, it's been really good. So a friend recommended the Shades of Magic series by V.E. Schwab. And I listened to the first one, A Darker Shade of Magic, and I really enjoyed it. It was super fun, different. I liked it. It was really great. And then I am going to listen to the second one, which she says is the best. My beef with the first one is that I really hated the narrator. Like, I almost was like, I can't do this, because his voicing for the characters was not consistent. So sometimes I was confused as to who was talking. He made the main character, the female main character, like sound like a Victorian street child, which, I mean, technically she is a Victorian street child, but she's also like, you know, an adult. She's like 19, you know, so she sounded like Eliza Doolittle from My Fair Lady. Like, it just annoyed me. But my friend has told me that the second and third book are different narrators, and I'll like them more. So, yay. So that one's available at the library right now, but I'm trying to get through some other ones that have been on hold and I've pushed back before I do that one. So with that, no, I did that one. And then I also just finished, see, it's been a long time. I also just finished Scythe and Sparrow, which is the last book in the Ruinous Love series by Brynne Weaver. The first one was Butcher and Blackbird, and then Leather and Lark, and then this one's Scythe and Sparrow. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I really thought, like, oh, the third brother, like, you don't really hear or see from him very much in the other two books, because they do kind of, like, the stories kind of overlap a little bit. And so I was like, I don't think I'm going to like this one, because he seems like the boring brother. And he's the youngest brother, and I'm like, I don't know. But I actually did end up liking it a lot. I liked it more than Leather and Lark, but Butcher and Blackbird is still like chef's kiss perfect. It's such a great book. So funny and unexpected, and I just love that one. The end of Scythe and Sparrow, no spoilers or anything. I'm just going to say that she always has like epilogues at the bottom, at the end of her books, and like bonus chapters and stuff. And I felt like those kind of dragged on. I ended up putting it back to 1.5 speed. I usually listen to books at 1.25. But if I really want to get through it, I'm like 1.5. Yeah, so I really loved it. It actually was really, really good. Their story was cute. Not quite as like climactic as the other ones. Like the ending is a little anticlimactic, but I did enjoy it. So yes, if you have listened to the other ones, definitely go with Scythe and Sparrow. It just came out, so yeah. TV watching. I ended up subscribing to Peacock. They were doing like a special. It was like $35 for the year. And I was like, sure, because Netflix only has Brooklyn Nine-Nine seasons 1 through 4, and I needed seasons 5 through 8. So I ended up subscribing to that just so I could keep doing my binging rewatch of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is probably like my 3rd time through. So I'm on season 5, and I might be on season 6. I think I'm on season 5. I don't know, but I've just been rewatching that, and that's been great. Like, it's such a great comfort show. It's funny and sweet, and yeah, I like that one. And then Saturday Night Live is in their 50th season, and I've always enjoyed watching Saturday Night Live. I mean, there's always like sketches that are hit or miss and cast members that are hit or miss, but I've really enjoyed watching it over the years. So they've been doing like 50th anniversary things. I watched the 50th anniversary concert, which was fun because it was like real musicians doing things, and then like some of their like sketches that have music, like the one with Will Ferrell and I can't remember her name, but they're like church people. Like he plays the piano and she sings, and then they did one of all like the Lonely Island. The Lonely Island, like medley. That was really fun. So I enjoyed that. And then I watched the 50th anniversary special, which was like just one big, long Saturday Night Live show. And that was really great because they brought back so many cast members, and like everybody was there. And so they brought back characters and things, and it was really, really fun to watch. So if you like Saturday Night Live, definitely check that out. Now I'm kind of getting into the documentary side of it, which is also kind of fun to see, like cast members auditions and things like that. So that has been pretty much all I've watched on TV. I haven't really been doing a lot of TV watching lately. So now that I've finished my books, like I said, I'm waiting for some books to come up that I pushed back. So one I'm probably going to be getting this weekend, and that is Under the Same Stars by Libba Bray. I honestly cannot remember what it's about. But Libba Bray did write one of my favorite series, the Gemma Doyle trilogy, and I named my daughter after Gemma, the character. So yes, I really like those. I found them in the crawl space recently, and so I've been kind of reading them to my daughter. We read a couple of chapters, and then she's like, gets bored and move on. So anyway, I'm excited about that one. For some reason, I was like, yeah, that sounds great. I want to do that one. And then I also have Ignite Me, which is the third book in the Shatter Me series. And then recently, Tahir Mafi announced that we are getting a new book in the This Woven Kingdom series in September, and I'm so excited because that one ended on such a cliffhanger, and I love it so much. I love her writing. I don't know why, but I love her stories. They're so good. She has great male main characters that are just, if you like your male main character who just would die for the female main character, then yeah, then you would like her books. They're great. They're not super spicy. Not super spicy. They're a little spicy sometimes, but they're definitely not like Butcher and Blackbird level spicy. I would say they're even less than like A Court of Thorns and Roses spicy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to all of those upcoming books and things happening. And yeah, I also went to the library and I got a couple cross-stitch books, but we're not talking about that. Yeah. So that is everything that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me dawdle on all this time. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. I'd love to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you know anybody who would enjoy this, make sure you share it. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.